Somewhere between 22 and 45, something happens to a person's sense of purpose. At 22, you had dreams, plans, a vision for what your life was going to look like and who you were going to become. The future felt wide open and full of possibility. And then life happened. Not bad necessarily, just real. Mortgages, responsibilities, compromises that made sense at the time, doors that closed, paths that narrowed. And one day you looked up from the daily grind and realized that the person staring back at you in the mirror looks nothing like the person you planned to become. And the question underneath all of it is one that most people are too afraid to say out loud. Is this it? Is this really what my life is supposed to be? I want to introduce you to a woman named Anna. Not Mary, not Ruth, not Esther. Anna. Most people have never heard her name. She gets exactly 2 verses in the entire Bible. 2 verses for an entire lifetime. Here's what those 2 verses tell us. Anna was a prophetess. She married young, and her husband died after 7 years. And then she spent the next 84 years in the temple, fasting, praying, worshiping, day and night, for 84 years. By every cultural measurement of her time, Anna's life looked like loss. A young widow with no children in a society where a woman's worth was measured by her husband and her offspring. And yet, when Mary and Joseph brought the infant Jesus to the temple for dedication, Anna was there. Scripture says she came up at that very moment, not a day early, not a day late, exactly when she was supposed to be, exactly where she was supposed to be. And she immediately recognized the Messiah that priests and scholars and religious leaders had missed entirely. 84 years of faithful obscurity produced a moment of extraordinary clarity that changed everything. Here's what Anna's life tells me about purpose. Purpose is rarely as loud as we expect it to be. It is rarely as dramatic or as visible or as celebrated as the culture tells us it should be. Sometimes purpose looks like 84 years of showing up faithfully in a place nobody else wanted to be. Sometimes it looks like a season that appears to the outside world like loss, but is actually preparation for a moment you cannot yet see. Your life right now, the ordinary Tuesday of it, the unglamorous grind of it, the parts that don't make for a compelling social media post, may be the very preparation for a purpose that hasn't fully revealed itself yet. You are not behind. You are not wasted. You are not too far from the dream for God to still use you in ways that would take your breath away. Keep showing up. Keep being faithful. Keep your eyes open. Your Anna moment may be closer than you think. I'm Ricky, and I want to speak to the person who has been quietly wondering if their life actually matters in the grand scheme of things. It does. More than you know. More than you can currently see. Now go share this with someone who has been going through the motions and needs to be reminded that faithful obscurity is never wasted in God's economy. And then go out and have an amazing day on purpose.